In Moscow, things are almost as hectic as in Iran. The liberators are getting bombed too.
Emergency landings of planes, airports are closed, all transport has stopped, evacuation has been announced.
Oh my God, what's all this commotion in Russia? What happened? The special military operation is going according to plan over there, right?
The missiles scared almost half the country. For the first time in Russia, a mass missile alert was declared, not just a drone alert. This affected 13 regions of the aggressor country at once, including Tatarstan, Bashkortostan, and others.
Well, yeah, the wannabe empire is getting bombed. Serves them right, as they say. But Commander-in-Chief Putin clearly has other things on his mind. He's busy with his own sandbox.
Medicines and even tissues, blood vessels and more, things that are no longer just science fiction.
Oh, somebody call the orderlies. That's the nasty little Putin rambling about eternal life at the Future Technologies Forum. Eternal life. The mausoleum is waiting for him soon. Do you agree? Write your thoughts in the comments. And by the way, he clearly doesn't plan to live out his imagined 150 years in Moscow.
Now that's a twist.
Yes, in the 5th year of the big war, Putin is giving up Moscow, handing it over to strikes by the armed forces of Ukraine.
Heavy fire on the Kremlin. Moscow is under drone attack. Temporary restrictions were imposed at the local airports Vnukovo, Domodedovo, and Sheremetyevo. At least 12 drones were shot down as they approached Moscow.
So what's the point, you might ask? Here it is. Listen up. Sobyanin, the mayor of Moscow, complains that the Ministry of Defense threatened to leave Moscow more open to enemy missiles and drones. The Ministry of Defense is demanding that the Moscow authorities introduce a special tax in the capital for victory in the special military operation and is threatening to weaken the city's defenses if this does not happen. Sobyanin is going to complain about the military's blackmail directly to the president. So what? I can even imagine what Putin would say to the mayor of Moscow.
Have you completely lost your mind? You're as dumb as this table.
Do you even understand what's going on, my friends? In the 5th year of the big war, Russian military men, obviously with Putin's approval, are threatening the mayor of Moscow that there will be even more Ukrainian armed forces strikes on the capital of the Russian Federation. By the way, here's a joke. There was an explosion in a residential high-rise in Moscow on Kadyrov Street. What on earth is going on over there? What kind of coincidence is this? Kadyrov, explosions, Moscow.
Damn, an explosion in an apartment. It's not clear what that was.
Well, never mind. Moscow really needs to get used to explosions. By the way, Ukraine will strike not only with drones but also with ballistic missiles. For example, with this missile right here. Yes, these are the shots from the first test of the Ukrainian FP-7 ballistic missile. Its maximum speed is 1,500 meters per second, with a circular error probable of 14 meters. Its warhead weighs 150 kilograms. By the way, our insiders shared an exclusive video of Putin when he found out about this Ukrainian ballistic missile. Well, never mind. Now there will be a brief digression. Recently, the bunker moth was pondering artificial intelligence. Well, lacking his own, so to speak, he has to think about artificial ones.
Together with the IT industry and artificial intelligence, they are transforming the economy and society, creating new opportunities for millions of people.
And by the way, it would definitely be a good idea to implant artificial intelligence into the head of Vasily Nebenzia, the permanent representative of the Russian Federation to the UN, just to fill the complete emptiness there. He just called himself a Ukrainian. Oh Lord!
Formally, I am Ukrainian. And I have such a strange last name.
If only I could tell you what you really are. And your last name is far from the strangest thing about you. Let's listen further to this fake Ukrainian.
Slavs know it's hard to find even in Ukraine. It comes from the Zaporizhia Cossacks. My father is a pure Ukrainian, and so is my mother.
Mr. Nebenzia, I hasten to inform you that in any case, you are a disgrace to your parents. But as we can see, the compromising material on Trump, which Putin surely has, somehow isn't saving little Putin himself. Let me remind you, the Kremlin maniac is surrendering Moscow to the strikes of the Ukrainian armed forces. We've already figured that out together. And surely Putin will soon flee Moscow if he hasn't already. Where will he go? Where will he run to? Well, maybe to Hungary, to the Kremlin stooge Orban?